It's strawberry story time!
Hello, berry fans! Welcome back to Strawberry Story Time. Do you remember little Ziggy? Well, he's got a new book called Siggy the Soccer Dog, written by Brian Frederick and illustrated by Vivien Sarkany. Shall we go and see how this football match goes? Come on! One love. We are all different. We are all the same. We are many. We are one. Sigmund the Dachshund lived in the little hamlet of Hope in the English county of Somerset. He lived with the Barkers, his little owner Phyllis and her mum and dad, at number 16 Watercress Lane. Phyllis had been very young when they met and wasn't able to say Sigmund, so she called him Ziggy, and that's been his name ever since. One sunny morning, a sleepy Ziggy was sleeping late. While the Barker family tiptoed around his bed and made breakfast, he was having a wonderful dream. Ziggy was lying on his back, and Phyllis had to resist tickling his tummy. He twisted and turned. His little legs pumped back and forth, and in his dream he was running as fast as he could. Snuffle, sniff, snort, whomph, snoozed Ziggy. Phyllis giggled because she could understand him, and he'd just said, "Yes, boss, I'm ready, gotta score." Mum only heard, "Snuffle, sniff, snort, harumph." She smiled at the sweet sleeping dachshund. Phyllis grinned and said, "He's having quite a dream, Mum." And indeed he was, because in his dream, Ziggy was Siggy Sosidj, the star substitute for Manchester United. He was about to come on with less than 2 minutes to go in the FA Cup final against City. Ziggy was warming up on the touchline. It was about to go into added time, but the score was still 0-0. The huge crowd of his supporters chanted the name written on the back of his red shirt with the number 7. Sosidj! 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 The crowd began to sing their favourite song in his honour, to the tune of Chim Chim Cheree from Mary Poppins. Zig ziggity, zig ziggity, Sosidj-roo. When we need a goal, only Ziggy will do. Zig ziggity, Sosidj-ree. When I need a goal, Ziggy scores one for me. When I need a goal, Ziggy scores one for me. The last words were so loud they made Ziggy's ears vibrate. Ziggy grinned and waved to the sellout crowd. Nearly 90,000 people were packed into the Wembley Stadium, and all eyes were on Siggy Sosidj, the star striker, with the famous number 7 shirt. The referee signalled for Ziggy to come on to replace a very tired Billy the Bulldog as an extra forward. "Go get them, Ziggy," growled Billy as he high-fived Ziggy on his way off the pitch. "Marmalise them." "Thanks, Billy. Thanks, ref," called Ziggy. Then he was off like the wind, galloping down the touchline, his dachshund ears streaming behind his head. Ziggy took a pass from Lars the Labrador, the new star signing from Denmark. "Go, Siggy! Go, Siggy!" yelled Lars, who said most things with a sh sound because he was still learning English. "Thanks, Lars," bellowed Ziggy, taking the ball. He rounded a City midfielder with such skill that the player fell on his behind and tumbled out of the way. Ziggy barreled towards the goal, his flashing feet moving so quickly they were a blur. He was famous for his dribbling skills. He roared into the box and was just about to shoot when he felt a huge pain in his left side as Roland the Rottweiler, City's big bully of a defender, crashed into him. He was surprised to find himself launched into the air. "Youch!" yelled Ziggy. Then, oof, as he hit the ground a few feet away. Ziggy was winded and closed his eyes as the referee blew her whistle. Beep! Beep! Foul! Yellow card! Rottweiler, blue 4. Any more of that and you're off, son, said the ref. She then leaned over Ziggy. You all right, Red 7? Ouch, replied Ziggy. Penalty! The ref exclaimed. The City players started to bark angrily. No way, ref! They howled. The ref ignored them. Who's taking this? She asked the United players. Ziggy got up slowly and limped as he tested his sore leg. He didn't want to fight so sportingly. He offered his paw. Roland shook it and apologised. Jet Jane, the captain, stepped up. She was a magnificent border collie with a flowing coat of black and white. That'll be me, she said with authority. All right, Jane. Wait for the whistle, replied the ref. She placed the ball on the spot as Jane Jet eyed the City goalkeeper, Pedro the Poodle. The ref blew her whistle, and Jane Jet zigzagged up to the ball, trying to put the keeper off. She hit the ball with tremendous force. Everyone in the stadium thought she must score. But Pedro's outstretched paw somehow reached the ball and it trundled around the left post to safety. No goal, said the ref. The United players were crestfallen. No, they howled. Boys and girls, called Ziggy, let's get it together. No point crying over spilled penalties. We can still do this. Come on, team, focus. Let's not give up now. Ziggy hobbled back to the halfway line. The City goalkeeper kicked the ball high up the field, and it went all the way through to safe hands Husky, the United keeper. Ziggy panted a little and swallowed hard. His left leg still hurt, but he was determined to be brave and ignored the pain as he waited to receive a pass. He carefully made sure his front paws were behind more than 2 City players, so he was as far forward as he could be while definitely still onside. The United keeper collected the ball and launched it towards the City goal with an enormous kick. Ziggy watched the ball come down and forgot about his pain as he raced after it like a rocket. The ball bounced just outside the City box. Ziggy saw the flight of the ball and steered a course to intercept it mid-air. The referee put her whistle to her lips. Full time was only seconds away. It was now or never. Ziggy jumped with all his might and volleyed the ball like an acrobat. He struck the sweetest shot, and it went into the top right corner like a torpedo. Pedro the Poodle had no chance. There was a very brief moment when everything went quiet. Then, "Goal!" screamed the TV commentator. "Goal!" screamed the United supporters. "No!" screamed the City fans. "Yes!" screamed the little sausage dog in delight. Ziggy stood up on his hind paws, winked at the TV camera and pulled up his shirt to reveal a message on his vest. It read, "Be kind," in really big letters. Beep! Went the referee's whistle. "Full-time United win," she said. The crowd roared and began to sing a new song to the tune of Happy by Farrell. Because he's Ziggy when we need a goal, then he'll take off the roof. Because he's Ziggy, he's a goal machine, and that is just the truth. Because he's Ziggy, clap along while City cry, and he provides the proof. Because he's Ziggy, he's the one United love, and he scores with a woof. Because he's Ziggy, he's a goal machine, and that is just the truth. Because he's Ziggy, clap along while City cry, and he provides the proof. Because he's Ziggy, he's the one United love, and he scores with a woof. Because he's Ziggy, he's the one United love, and he scores with a woof. The crowd finished the song, and for another brief moment the sound died away before they started to roar again.
Sosidj! Sosidj! Sosidj!
Back in the kitchen, Ziggy twisted and turned in his little bed. Phyllis was sure she heard him say something that sounded like sausage. Sausage? I think he's hungry, she said with a giggle. It's time to eat, Mum said. That's weird, thought Ziggy in his dream as he waved at his adoring crowd. I think I can smell breakfast. Ziggy woke up and saw Phyllis setting his favourite red and yellow bowl on the floor. Inside were 2 delicious sausages for him. His little heart leapt. He was even happier than when he'd scored the winning goal. Morning, Phyllis, he said. You won't believe the dream I just had. Let's talk about it over breakfast, laughed Phyllis, giving him a little tickle under the chin. Ziggy licked his lips and began to munch his breakfast. Yum, yum. I hope you enjoyed that story, Siggy the Soccer Dog. Don't forget to check out our other Siggy stories. Thanks for listening, guys. See you next time. Bye!